Hola a todos, bienvenidos a un nuevo video en mi canal. Bueno, vamos a darle a este Mass Effect 2 a ver cómo terminan las cosas o cómo siguen las cosas después del 1. ¿Me escucho un poco bajo? Es que estoy hablando bajo. Ahí le subo. Hola, hola. Ahí está. Ahí sí. Bien. Nueva partida. Nena. Ah, capaz que porque como estás en la calle me escuchas muy bajito. Si estoy hablando muy bajo. Le voy a quitar los filtros por mientras a ver si ahí sí se escucha más. Dificultad de combate normal. Subida de nivel automática no. Subtítulos sí, por favor. Ah, no, sí. Nuevo juego, sí. Sí. Ya había jugado el Mass Effect 1 y ahora voy a probar este. Ay, cierto que es con contador, porque me donaron para jugarlo. Ahí está, 15 horitas.
Shepard did everything right. More than we could have hoped for.
Commander Shepard uncovered the truth.
And still, it's not enough.
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack.
But they're sending her to fight Geth. Geth! We both know they're not the real threat. The Reapers are still out there.
And it's up to us to stop them.
The Council will never trust Cerberus. They'll never accept our help, even after everything humanity has accomplished. But Shepard, they'll follow her. She's a hero, a bloody icon. But she's just one woman. If we lose Shepard, humanity might well follow.
Then see to it that we don't lose her.
En el corazón de la comunidad galáctica... No, el corazón de la comunidad galáctica sufrió un devastador ataque. Un ejército sintético Geth invadió la estación espacial de la Ciudadela para abrir un portal que permitiese el regreso de los segadores. Unas enormes máquinas que erradican toda civilización orgánica cada 50.000 años. Y bueno, eso fue el final del 1. Y que al final lo salvamos. Debería darme un botón ahí que diga, ¿estás lista para pasar a la siguiente página? Sí, gracias. Así alcanzo a leer.
Disengaging FTL drives. Emission sinks active. Board is green. We are running silent.
We're wasting our time. 4 days searching up and down this sector, and we haven't found any sign of Geth activity.
3 ships went missing here in the past month. Something happened to them.
My money's on slavers. The Terminus system is crawling with them.
Picking up something on the long-range scanner. Unidentified vessel. Looks like a cruiser.
Doesn't match any known signatures.
Cruiser is changing course. Now on intercept trajectory.
Can't be. Stealth systems are engaged. There's no way a Geth ship could pop.
It's not the Geth. Brace for evasive maneuvers!
Presley!
Kinetic barriers down. Multiple hull breaches. Weapons offline. Somebody get that fire out.
Shepard!
Distress beacon is ready for launch. Will the Alliance get here in time? The Alliance won't abandon us. We just need to hold on. Get everyone onto the escape shuttles.
Joker's still in the cockpit. He won't evacuate. I'm not leaving either.
I need you to get the crew onto the evac shuttles. I'll take care of Joker.
Shepard.
Liara, go. Now.
Aye, aye. Everybody in! Go, go, go!
Come on, Joker. We have to get out of here.
No, I won't abandon the Normandy. I can still save her.
The Normandy's lost. Going down with the ship won't change that.
Yeah, okay. Help me up. They're coming around for another attack.
Mass Effect Genesis es un cómic interactivo que resume los eventos acaecidos en el Mass Effect 1. Si omites esta opción, se usará el trasfondo por defecto de Shepard. ¿Quieres usar el cómic interactivo? Sí. A ver si me acuerdo de lo que hice. Cómic interactivo del trasfondo. Supongo que acá puedo elegir las opciones de lo que dice la...
course it's routine. You haven't done anything yet. It's everything that happens along the way. The choices you make, the paths you choose, that turn the routine into anything but. Of course, that's how it started. A routine mission, answering a distress call. And look where that got me. We were testing out the Normandy, Captain Anderson's new ship, when the distress call came in. An Alliance patrol on Eden Prime had been attacked. They'd seen something they couldn't explain. And whatever it was massive. I hit the ground with my lieutenant, Caden
Hola, ¿cómo
Alenko.
estás?
Good kid,
Estoy
loyal,
con
by the book.
dolor de cabeza desde
Talent
anoche,
for
por eso no
biotics.
tengo la cámara puesta porque
We
me
came
llega la
across the
luz
lone
en la
survivor of the
cara.
patrol, Gunnery Chief
Y
Ashley Williams,
eso.
a soldier to the core.
Así que
Tough,
decidí jugar esta,
disciplined,
que tiene buena
ready
historia.
to take on whatever came her way. Ashley joined up with
Y
us.
sé que
Took us
temprano,
to the
sí,
spot
me
where she
desocupé
lost her
temprano.
squad. That's when we
Buena
stopped.
chuch. ¿Cómo está? Espero que hayas dormido bien. Que en el estudio donde está la de ella, dice el Seeker. Bueno, Seeker, intenté hoy día el crunchy y no se puede. Así que salió Violet,
We followed the
el
path
pago
of
de la
destruction
tarjeta.
to an
Así que ahí
artifact,
después lo
a
ves y te
beacon left by
interesa.
a long dead race called the Protheans. The colony had dug it up and whoever attacked
Voy a
them
descansar
had
y te va la
tried to
cabeza.
take
Es que
it.
me despertó el dolor.
Lieutenant Alenko made
Entonces
the
ya
mistake
no
of getting
puedo
too
estar así conmigo.
close. Hit him with some type of
Acostar.
energy. I grabbed him and threw him out of the way. That's when it hit me.
Sí, me tomé
Hard.
un paracetamol
Every
efervescente.
muscle in my body went rigid. I couldn't move. Could barely breathe. Everything went black. And then I saw something. A vision. Dream. A nightmare. By the time I woke up, we were halfway to the Citadel on our way to meet the Council. I was expected to explain what I'd seen. Anderson came along. So did Udina, our political representative on the Citadel. With those two heavyweights, it seemed reasonable we could persuade the Council that the ship we'd seen was a potential threat, as was the individual behind the attacks. The main suspect for the Eden Prime massacre was a Turian Spectre named Saren. He'd been seen by one of the survivors from the colony at Eden Prime, and there was some evidence to suggest that the ship was connected to Saren. But even Udina's pointed accusations weren't enough to convince the Council. They just couldn't believe one of their chosen elite Spectres could be guilty of something like that. They needed proof, which meant I needed proof. Fortunately, I wasn't alone in my search. Garrus, another Turian, wanted to help. A top agent for Citadel security. Despite orders from his superiors that he shouldn't get involved, he told me he was suspicious of Saren and he had some useful leads. More importantly, he was willing to share them. That led me to Rex, the biggest, nastiest looking Krogan bounty hunter I'd ever seen. He turned out to be more than just a brute. It was his intel that led us to a fugitive with incriminating evidence on Saren. The fugitive turned out to be an energetic little Quarian named Tally. A tech expert with a knack for hacking, she'd procured some information on Saren. Evidence that proved Saren was dirty. Tally's evidence proved that Saren was responsible for the massacre on Eden Prime, and the immense warship we'd spotted was in fact Saren's flagship. But it went much further. Saren was trying to find a way to bring back a race of sentient machines from dark space. Machines allegedly responsible for cleansing the galaxy of all organic life. These Reapers were blamed for wiping out all life 50,000 years ago, including the Protheans, then disappearing back through the mass relays to dark space, leaving no trace that they'd ever been. That explained why Saren was after the beacon, and it made some sense out of my visions, but not much else. We couldn't convince the Council that the Reapers were a threat, but they agreed Saren had to be stopped. They stripped him of his Spectre status and gave me the honor of becoming the first human Spectre. My first task?
Todos trabajando
bring down
menos el
Saren.
Seeker en la cama. Muy bien.
Anderson
Parece
decided to stay
perfecto.
behind, giving up his
Porque
ship
después
in
es
Normandy.
el Seeker
He
el que
told me
llega
I'd
como a
need
las
it
11
more
de la
than he
noche
would.
a su casa.
He also pointed me in a direction. Liara, a Prothean expert, adept in biotics, and maybe most importantly, daughter of Benezia.
Sí, buen
Saren's top
comienzo.
lieutenant.
Sí, sí. Me preocupa si la
Unlike
Normandy
most
porque como que le
Asari,
agarré
as
cariño.
beautiful as she is intelligent, and born with a unique ability to meld with other species. Liara was able to help me decipher some of the vision the beacon had given me. Nothing concrete, but it gave me some clues. And a new appreciation for the Asari. Her technique for accessing my vision was unexpected, but not at all unpleasant. Caden was a little concerned about the connection I shared with Liara. As commander, I knew either relationship had the potential to interfere with the mission.
Ah, dice Kaiden está un poco preocupado por la relación que yo tenía con Liara, y yo como comandante sabía que cualquier relación podría interferir con la misión. La misión es lo primero, Kaiden, Liara. Ah, aquí tengo que, sí, lo que elegí, que si es más importante Liara, Kaiden o la misión. No me lo vi.
I decided discretion was the better part of valor and kept my focus on our goal.
Creo que
Saren.
mi personaje tuvo una relación con Kaiden, ¿no?
Benezia. Saren had taken her to Novaria, where he'd enslaved the queen of a dangerous race of insect-like creatures, the Rachni. He ordered Benezia to use the same technique Liara had used on me to extract information from the Rachni queen. The queen's drones were everywhere, and we were not happy. We had to fight through hundreds of them to get to Benezia.
Sí, el de los 5 minutos,
By the time we arrived,
totalmente, sí.
Saren was gone, with the information.
Es bacán la nave, y bueno, siempre puedes volver a jugar el 1, pero... Ah, ya sé que cagó el Normandy.
He had somehow acquired the ability to control people's actions and wills. Benezia wouldn't surrender, and Liara was forced to watch her mother die in her arms. And I was left with an angry, dangerous Rachni queen to deal with. She claimed her drones would do no harm if I released her. But the Rachni had terrorized the galaxy before. I couldn't do it. I wouldn't doom an entire species for past sins. And the Queen was true to her word. She left and took her army of drones with her.
No me acuerdo, no me metí yo, el personaje se metió con el tipo. En esta historia nos vamos a meter con la mina.
But we soon learned it was more than a base of operations. It was a breeding ground. Saren was breeding an army of Krogan. He'd found a cure for the genophage, a disease inflicted on the Krogan to prevent them from breeding and taking over the galaxy. The Krogan Saren was breeding were slaves, mindless beasts that obeyed Saren's will. I had to destroy the base and all its research. Rex disagreed, violently. Rex wanted the genophage cure for his people. I tried to convince him to help me destroy it, that these Krogan weren't real. But he wouldn't back down.
Dice, no recuerdo si en este puedes meterte con varios. Y bueno, terminamos con uno. No necesariamente a la vez. Terminamos con el tipo, nos metemos con la mina. Dice, yo decía que mi PJ explorara diversas razas. Dice, no. Así vamos a hacer. Oye, a mí me mataron a Rex. Yo no lo maté. No lo maté. Entonces, ¿qué hacemos? Ustedes que ya lo jugaron, ¿lo salvo o lo mato? Me cambia mucho la historia si lo salvo. No recuerdan tampoco. Bueno, lo matamos.
It just couldn't be reasoned with, and I couldn't let the base be saved, even if it meant curing the Krogan. Saren had to be stopped. When we finally got to the center of the base, I realized just how close Saren was to completing his
no, espérate. Yo lo quise salvar, lo mató otro. Tenía que haberle dado a salvarlo.
Saren's flagship we'd all assumed was just a ship.
Pero creo que si lo salvo, bueno, ni modo. Dice el Seeker del mal. Claro, pues lo mató Ashley, lo mató otro. No, yo sé que lo mató otro, pero no pensé que. O sea que sí o sí está destinado a morir. Yo también creo que podría saber. Ay, ahora, pues. ¿Saben qué más?
Before we could detonate the bombs, Saren showed up. We fought. I stalled him to make time for my team. And in talking to him, I realized the truth. It wasn't Saren who was indoctrinating everyone. It was Sovereign, the Reaper.
El delay.
And Saren was in deeper than all of them.
Bueno, los perdón.
He tried to convince me
Igual
he was
podemos
still in
reiniciar el
control.
juego.
Said he'd found
Yo
a
ahorro
way to
poquito,
reduce
20
the
minutos.
Reaper's influence, but he was kidding himself. Or believing the lies Sovereign was telling him. Before I could convince him to stop, he ran, leaving me just seconds to extract my squad mates. I tried, but I wasn't fast enough. I could only save one of them.
Ah. Ya, acá salvé al weón. ¿Y si lo dejo que se muera? ¿Y salvo a Ashley? ¿Y si dejo que se muera, no tengo la relación con el tipo, po? Y en esta podríamos estar con la mina. Ya.
Caden was a good man and a great soldier.
Suerte, Kaiden. Vuela alto.
I chose Ash. That was the last time Saren would slip away from me. I knew then, the next time we met, one of us would die. With my team mostly intact, we chased Saren and his army to Ilos, a long-lost planet that had once belonged to the
Y se recuerdo
Protheans.
que PJ te daba misiones y que trataba de salvar a
As we
todos.
prepared for
Pero
what we
viste
knew
que acá
would
te
be
da
a
a elegir,
desperate
pues yo
fight,
me
I
acuerdo que
spoke to
estaba
my
como en el
crew.
medio y tenía que ir a elegir a uno de los
We were
dos.
just one ship against Saren's growing army. I assured them all that despite the odds, we could defeat him. I'd never tell anyone, but I had my doubts. Leaving Caden behind had hardened my resolve. It revealed a weakness in my defenses. How many more friends and allies would I be willing to sacrifice in order to stop Saren? We arrived on Ilos close behind Saren. Once on the planet, we discovered a Prothean databank that helped me put the final pieces of my vision together. The Reapers had come 50,000 years ago.
Yo igual pensé
and every
que
50,000 years
me lo
before that,
tomaba y
each
no
time
tenía que hacer
purging
esto,
the
po,
galaxy
pero
of
lo tengo que
life.
hacer. Igual está
The
buena la idea
Protheans
del
had fought
cómic,
and
para contarte
died
la
like
historia
every
nueva.
species before them, but a
Me
few
gustó.
survived long enough to leave a parting gift. The Protheans had discovered that the Citadel was the key to controlling the mass relays. By sabotaging the Citadel, they found a way to close the relays to dark space, slowing the Reapers' return, giving us the time we needed to find a solution to stop the Reapers once and for all. Saren knew this. He was leading his army to take control of the Citadel and re-establish the relays to dark space, bringing the waiting Reapers here to destroy us all. We followed him to the Citadel. It was intact, but heavily damaged. He'd caught the Council fleets by surprise, and they were only now regrouping. And with Sovereign as his flagship, there was little hope that the fleets could counterattack with enough strength to take back the Citadel. But Saren was done running, and I was done
Sí, que
chasing
si
him.
le daba no al comienzo creo que
As the
toma.
Alliance and
Dijo,
Council fleets battled Saren's army outside the Citadel,
decía,
I cornered the
si le das
turning
que
bastard
no,
in the Citadel tower and confronted him.
te
He died
lo toma por
believing that the
defecto.
Reapers would save him.
Te toma a la
As I fought
Shepard
to
por
regain
defecto.
control of the
Entonces
Citadel, the Council's flagship,
entendí
the
que era la
Destiny
de, por
Ascension,
defecto
fell
del
under
juego.
attack. Despite Saren's death, Sovereign and Saren's army continued to fight. The Council was aboard the Destiny Ascension and they were requesting assistance. But I knew in order to help them, I would have to put our human alliance fleet in jeopardy.
Aquí igual tengo que dejar gente morir, ¿viste? Creo que salvamos el consejo. Ah, pero se salvan las buenas. ¿Se acuerdan? La flota se salva, así que vamos a salvar al consejo.
The Council had to be saved. They represented the hearts and minds of the galactic community. Without them, the fleets would be in disarray. Even with the Citadel back in my control, Saren defeated and the Normandy leading the combined galactic fleet. The battle against Sovereign, a single Reaper, was relentless. It took the combined fleets of humanity and the other races, but in the end, Sovereign fell. But the costs were immense. While humanity's efforts in the war earned us our first seat on the Council, it was a hollow victory. The Reapers were still out there. I knew the fight was far from over, but as the one who'd led the fight against Saren, I was given new responsibilities. The choice of humanity's first counselor was left to me to decide. On the one hand, Udina, the lifetime politician, ruthless and ambitious, he would easily navigate the political landmines that would soon be placed before him. The other choice, Captain Anderson, the career soldier. Tough but fair. But a friend, and someone I could trust.
Creo que elegí a Anderson,
Both
¿no?
great leaders in their own right. Anderson didn't want the job, which was a sure sign he'd be perfect for it. No ambition to get in the way. The war was over. The threat had passed. In time, the Council would rebuild itself. The Citadel could be repaired. Even the pain of lost friends would fade. But none of that mattered if the Reapers were still out there. And if they were all as powerful as Sovereign, we had to find a way to stop them. I had to find a way. I gathered my crew, took my ship, and went in search of answers. Officially, the Council would only say I was assigned cleanup duty, routing out any remnants of Saren's army. Just another routine mission.
Listo, ya estoy. Acá. Y ahora...
Has been recovered. The Lazarus Project will proceed as planned.
Dime que los dos personajes ilusorios del principio del juego, onda Miranda y el otro hombre no sé qué, acaban de secuestrarnos a Jane Shepard y la van a modificar al estilo Alice de Resident Evil. ¿Sí, no? A mí me gustaban las peleas de Resident Evil. Sí, la 1 es muy buena. La 2 es muy raro ese Nemesis. Pero la 1 es muy buena.
She's reacting to outside stimuli, showing an awareness of her surroundings. Oh my God, Miranda. I think she's waking up.
Damn it, Wilson. She's not ready yet. Give her the sedative. Shepard, don't try to move. Just lie still. Try to stay calm.
Heart rate's still climbing. Brain activity is off the charts. Stats pushing into the red zone. It's not working.
Another dose. Now.
Heart rate dropping. Stats falling back into normal range. Too close. We almost lost her.
I told you your estimates were off. Run the numbers again.
Oye, ¿cachaste que la cara la tiene rota como si... como si se la estuvieran... se lo hubieran armado? Ay, somos un androide ahora acá. Sí, sí, sí.
Doesn't have a thermal clip.
It's a med bay. We'll get you a clip from... Damn it! Keep your head down, Shepard. Shield yourself from the blast. Someone's hacking security trying to kill you. Look for a thermal clip for your pistol.
¿Cómo recargo? ¿Tengo poder psicotrópico ahora? Ah.
Find a thermal clip and get moving.
A ver, calma. Ahí está.
Looks like they set up a barricade to try holding the mechs off. Look out! Keep moving. We need to get to the shuttles.
Into the shuttles. Y ahora... Tengo poderes psicotrópicos ahora, weón. Soy como un fantasma del... Siempre pensé en eso. ¿Cómo agarro esta wea? Este juego, ¿cómo se llama? El StarCraft. Me tengo que voy a terminar siendo como una...
Shepard, security mechs are closing in on your position. Take cover.
Como una... ¿cómo se llama? Qué arriba. Siempre se me da la idea. ¿Viste? Mira, tiene como la cara... como si se le hubieran cosido. ¿Cachai, no?
Nice work, Shepard. Coast is clear.
Ah, ya, me posiciono por arriba y se agarran solas. Ok. Ok, ok. Qué raro. Ok. O sea que no puedo llevar más balas de las que ya tengo.
Don't waste time. I can't keep the mechs distracted for long. Maureen, here come the mechs. Use the grenade launcher to...
Seleccionar lanzagranada. ¿Y cómo?
Take them out.
Ah,
We've been spotted.
Take the elevator down one floor. Hurry, get to the door. Run.
¿En serio tengo que cruzar corriendo el fuego? Ahora soy antifuego. A ver, a ver.
You're doing fine, Shepard. Head to the next room and I'll try to beat you. Shepard, read me. I've got them closing in on my position.
Sí, sí, sí. Te hear you, te hear you.
Hostile forces have engaged. Hostile assist allied force casualty. Hostile forces have engaged.
Mira. Shepard. ¿Qué me hicieron? Primero me modificaron los... Esos son los glóbulos rojos. Luego algo me metieron en... Este es el sistema nervioso en mis huesos. No, el sistema sanguíneo. ¿Y esto? ¿Qué es eso? Pero no. Cerberus sample. Case. Código la chocolate.
Progress is slow, but subject shows signs of recovery. Major organs are again functional and there are signs of rudimentary neurological activity. In an
Este biosintética. Este me hicieron un cyborg. ¿De no viste los opening con la canción de Chayanne, Torero? No. Le queda bien a todos los opening. Hoy me lo imagino, no tienes que mandarme nada para ver. Gracias. Creo que eso cubre todas tus necesidades. Somos un cyborg, te apuesto, pero lo que sea. Tomando en cuenta que lo sintético, por más que me den un corazón sintético, es cyborg, ¿eh? No necesariamente tengo que tener partes robóticas para ser cyborg, sino que completamente modificada con partes nuevas, ¿ok? No biológicas. Hola, Ofe, ¿cómo estás? ¿Qué tal hoy día? ¿Cómo te sientes? Recién despertando viendo que empecé tempranito. Sí. 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 Es una caja fuerte, no la puedo abrir. Bien. Okay.
Doing here? Thought you were still a work in progress.
I just woke up. You probably know more than I do.
Right, sorry about that. I'm Jacob Taylor. I've been stationed here for—
Hostiles detected.
Damn it! Things must be worse than I thought if Miranda's got you running around. I'll fill you in, but we better get you to the shuttle first.
I know this isn't the best time, but I'm sick of stumbling around when I don't know what's going on.
Fair enough. I'll give you the quick version. You and your ship were attacked and destroyed. You were killed. Dead as dead can be when they brought you here. Our scientists spent the last 2 years putting you back together. You've been comatose, or worse, that whole time. Welcome back to your life.
Estuve 2 años muerta, cabros. ¿Lo de la cara es un bug? Ah, ya, ya.
Trouble wrapping my head around this.
Yeah, I can imagine. The Alliance officially declared you killed in action. The whole galaxy thinks you're dead. And if we don't get to those shuttles, they'll be right.
Were there any other survivors from the Normandy?
I'll tell you what. You help me finish off these mechs, and I'll play 20 questions with you all day. We're low on thermal clips, but I'm a biotic. Just give the order when you want me to hit him with the good stuff.
Ah, de nada, chucho.
Just give the order and I'll hit him with a biotic power.
Se muere, se muere, se muere, buen, buen. Se muere el buen, buen, buen.
thermal clips. Let me know when you want my biotics.
Ah. Y sí, pues weón, ocupa tus weas. Ah, es el otro. Ah, ya. Usar.
Get over here.
Ya, no me gusta. O sea que había que hacer eso para poder liberarnos.
Okay. I promised I'd answer your questions. What do you want to know?
You said they spent 2 years rebuilding me. How bad were my injuries?
I'm no doctor, but it was bad. When I first saw you, you were nothing but meat and tubes. Anywhere else, they'd have put you in a coffin. But Project Lazarus was different. Cutting-edge technology.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the details. You'd have to ask the scientists. But I'm pretty sure you're not a clone. They wanted to bring you back exactly as you were. You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What do you mean, cloning? Cybernetics?
I don't know the detail, but I'm pretty... You're still you. You just might have a few extra bits and pieces now.
What can you tell me about the project? Were there other test subjects?
Project Lazarus only had one subject. The whole point was to bring you back. Just you. Even that was a challenge. 2 years. All the top scientists. The best technology money could buy.
Do you know anything about this attack? Who's behind it, what they're after?
Damn if I know. I was getting ready for some shut-eye, then bam! Bunch of explosions. Next thing I know, every damn mech in the place starts shooting at us. I'm guessing it had to be an inside job. You'd need top security access to hack all the mechs.
The last thing I remember is the Normandy blowing up. Did anyone else make it?
Just about everybody survived. A few servicemen from the lower decks didn't get out. Navigator Presley was killed by an explosion. But everyone else, including the non-Alliance crew, the Asari, Liara, and the Quarian, they all made it out alive.
Do you know what any of them are doing now?
I don't know, Commander. It's been 2 years. They've moved on. Left the Alliance. Could be anywhere.
They were my team. If they knew I was alive, they'd come back.
Maybe you can track them down after we get off the station. If we get off the station.
When I first woke up, someone named Miranda was talking to me over the radio. We lost contact just before I ran into you.
Miranda Lawson is the station's ranking officer. She led the Lazarus team. It was her job to bring you back to life, no matter what. Should have guessed she'd try to save you. She's not about to give up on you now. You said you lost contact. Could you tell what was happening?
There was some gunfire and an explosion right before I lost her.
She knows how to take care of herself. But I hope she's okay.
What's your job here?
Depends on who you ask. Technically, I'm Miranda's top lieutenant. But I'm just a soldier. I served 5 years in the Alliance before this. Now I'm in charge of
Bueno, May, ¿cómo está? Bienvenida.
Usually a lot more dull than this. Normally I don't fire my gun unless it's target practice.
Bien, creo que ya le hice todas las preguntas.
What's the quickest way to those shuttles?
Depends where the mechs are thickest. It's probably best if we...
Check. Anyone on this frequency? Anybody still alive out there? Hello?
Wilson, this is Jacob. I'm here with Commander Shepard. Just took out a wave of mechs over in D-Wing.
Shepard's alive? How the hell? Never mind. You need to get her out of there. Get to the service tunnels and head for the network control room.
Roger that, Wilson. Stay on this frequency.
I think I remember a Wilson checking on me one time when I woke up.
That's him. He's the chief medical tech. Answers directly to Miranda.
¿Será que el Wilson no quería que estuviéramos vivas? Bueno, ahí va. iPad. Registro de datos.
Log update. The Lazarus Project is about to enter the final phase. It's taken nearly 2 years, but we did it. Commander Shepard is alive. This is the most amazing medical achievement in recorded history. Maybe now Miranda will finally show some appreciation for everything I've done. Log update.
Bien, está como un poco amargado este personaje. A ver, y por acá. Sí, te apreciamos mucho, Wilson. Eso es súper importante. Vos dale.
Charge him up!
Hostile forces have engaged. They're offline.
The whole station is crawling with mechs. I'm doing the best I can.
¿Qué dices? ¿Te recuerdan de Space? ¿En serio? Oh, help. Ah. No, yo creo que es... Nah, es una trampa. Es una trampa. No te creo nada, Wilson. Había un Wilson que era bueno, que era la pelota. Pero sin duda este Wilson es raro, Carl. Es raro.
Physical reconstruction of subject is complete, but we still need to evaluate all mental and neurological functions. Our orders were clear. Make Commander Shepard who she was before the explosion. The same mind, the same morals, the same personality. If we alter her identity in any way, if she's somehow not the woman she used to be, the Lazarus Project will have failed. I refuse to let that happen.
Debían haberle puesto de una Proyecto Alice. O sea, digo, Proyecto Shepard.
Shepard, down here! Bastards got me in the leg!
You were there the first time I regained consciousness.
Yeah, that was me. How about we talk about this after we fix my leg?
Should be some Medi-gel in the first aid station on the wall. Hopefully there's enough to get him up and moving again.
Grab the Medi-gel from the first aid station on the wall.
Wilson's hurt bad. He needs help.
Bueno, no entiendo cómo usar esto. Dice mantén el R1. Seleccionar unidad. Granada cegadora, munición disruptora, sud de adrenalina. Sobrecarga. No.
Till we fix Wilson's leg.
No cacho. Hola, si te pego un tiro ahí.
Can't move Wilson until he's healed.
Ay, qué molesto el Wilson. ¿Qué lo necesita? Ya, R1. Selecciona una unidad. La selecciono. ¿Y ahora?
Come on over.
Que dices corta de la pierna y deja que la madre naturaleza se encargue. ¿Sí o no? Poder incorrecto. Mantener uno para acceder a la rueda de poderes. Ya. Ah, ok. Usar unidad X. Ah, ya. Ah, ya.
Never thought you'd save my life. Guess that makes us even now. I
Me
thought maybe
gustó un
I
huevo
could shut
usar
down the
el
security
ataque, o
mechs.
sea, el poder.
But whoever did this fried the whole system.
Me parece que es un hueveo.
Completely irreversible.
We didn't ask what you were doing. Why do you even have security mech clearance? You were in the bio wing.
Weren't you listening? I came here to try and fix this. Besides, I was shot. How do you explain
Es
that?
sospechoso, ¿viste?
You're all strangers to me. Let's get someplace safe and then we'll sort out whose fault it is.
Right, Shepard.
Ojo,
We
todos los
need to
calvos
find
son
Miranda.
malvados. Sí.
We can't leave her behind.
Sí.
Forget about Miranda. She was over in D-Wing. The mechs were all over that sector.
¿Viste?
There's no
¿Quieres
way
que
she
dejes
survived.
morir a Miranda?
A bunch of mechs won't drop Miranda. She's alive.
Then where is she? Why haven't we heard from her? There are only two possible explanations. She's either dead or she's a traitor.
Haven't known her long enough to trust her.
Oye, esto sigue la misma idea del Mass Effect 1, ¿no? Con los diálogos.
Okay, maybe she's not a traitor, but that doesn't change the facts. We're here, she's not. We need to save ourselves. The shuttle bay is only a few. We can overload the canisters to clear a path to the shuttles.
Sí, la
These mechs don't know when to quit.
Y usar recarga sobre las cajas. Sobrecarga, supongo.
That's it. Let's get out of here.
Okay, we took him down.
Pero no hago nada.
But this is getting tense. Shepard, if I tell you who we work for, will you trust me?
This really isn't the time, Jacob.
We won't make it if she's expecting a shot in the back.
If you want to piss off the boss, it's your ass, Jacob.
The Lazarus Project, the program that rebuilt you. It's funded and controlled by Cerberus.
No tengo idea.
Should I recognize that name?
Maybe that's a side effect of your recovery. You and Cerberus certainly have a history. According to the Alliance, we're a radical pro-human splinter group. You wiped out several of our research bases. But things change. The Alliance declared you dead. They gave up. Cerberus spent a fortune to bring you back. Look, I'd be suspicious too. But right now we have to work together.
Cerberus no era la empresa que tenía prisionera a la reina.
Once you're off the station, I'll take you to the elusive man. He'll explain everything. I promise.
Elusive man. Is he in charge of all this?
Yeah, that's not his real name, of course. Nobody knows who he really is.
It was a code name the Alliance used for him. Kinda stuck.
I don't care what they did or what you say. I am not working with terrorists.
You can tell it to the boss. But after we've saved our butts. We're almost at the shuttle.
¿Listo? ¿Se te compuso? Ah, bueno. Ay, sumé rebeldía, sumé virtud. Ya, gasté uno de Medigel. Más uno de Medigel. Más dos de Medigel. Dame. Dame todo el power. Hola, tan temprano. Así es. Sal de aquí, déjame tranquila. Yo creo que hay un traidor, cabros, Creo que el pelón es traidor. Todos los pelados son malas personas, no tengo pruebas, pero tampoco dudas, dice. Tiene como una definición en las historias, ¿viste? Pero sí, yo desconfío de Wilson, ¿eh? No me gustan los archivos de diálogo que tiene. Es muy sospechoso. Sospechoso. Quiere plata y reconocimiento. Y esa gente... No. No hay las historias.
They've seen us.
¡Ay, se me muere! Uy, yo con plata me conformo. Pero si te estoy diciendo lo que queremos todos. Plata y reconocimiento. Según la pirámide de Maslow. Estoy estudiando acá. Por fin llegó. Mira, ahí te voy a mandar una foto. Una foto chucho. Mira. Soy feliz. Por fin llegó. Dices, yo me rapo. Por eso los lloros. ¿Viste? Todo estaba... todo tiene justificación cuando investigas un poco más. Bien. ¿Se morirá? ¿No? Ay, no le hago nada. ¿Cachaste? Que justo le estoy por disparar en la cabeza y se agacha, mira. Es sospechoso. Sospechoso. Tenemos un traidor en nuestras filas, les te digo.
Come on, through here. We're almost at the... Miranda, but you were...
Dead?
What the hell are you doing?
My job. Wilson betrayed us all.
Fue lo que pensé. Bien. Bueno, tengo unas ideas. Yo pienso que Miranda es un droide. Ah, ya, viste que pensaba que todos eran droides. Y que realmente el Wilson simplemente es un humano que no sé. Capaz y la quiso matar. Pero no sé, tengo dudas. O que eso no me lo esperabas. No, si algo iba a pasar.
Even if you're sure, did he deserve that welcome?
He sabotaged the security systems, killed my staff, and he would have killed us.
You sure about that, Miranda? We've known Wilson for years. What if you're wrong?
I'm never wrong. I thought you'd have learnt that by now, Jacob.
You should have taken him alive, see what he knew.
Too risky. I've put too much time and effort bringing you back to life to let you get killed now.
You really think Wilson's capable of that?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Dice, ahora vas a ser mala. Cambia mucho la historia.
If you say so. What's our next step?
We get on the shuttle and go. My boss wants to speak to you.
You mean the elusive man? I know you work for Cerberus.
Ah, Jacob. I should have known your conscience would get the better of you.
Lying to the commander isn't the way to get her to join our cause.
Well, since we're getting everything out in the open, is there anything else you want to ask before we go, Commander?
Oh, sí.
Convenient that you show up as we're leaving. Where were you during the attack?
Besides trying to save your life? Wilson figured out I was helping you and he sent an army of mechs to take me out. I got here as soon as I could. Probably a little too soon if you ask Wilson.
Es súper fría el personaje, pero tiene su lógica súper clara. Yo creo que es un droide. Dice, igual todo afecta en el final. Decisión, depende de decisiones que vayas tomando. Ah. O sea que yo puedo destruir a la humanidad. No creo, pues si no, no tendríamos el Mass Effect 3. No lo sé.
What about the rest of the people on the station?
This is the evac area. If they're not here now, they're not coming.
We can't leave without knowing for sure. We need to go back and look.
Don't you get it? The only one worth saving is you. Everyone else is expendable.
She's right. We all knew the risks when we signed up. Without you, there's no point to any of this.
Where are we going?
Another Cerberus facility. The elusive man is waiting for you there.
I'm not sure I trust you.
This is the only shuttle off the station. You want to stay and rot with the mechs? Be my guest.
Mentira, no te van a dejar porque invirtieron demasiada plata en ti.
You're the Lazarus Project's director, aren't you?
That's right. I put 2 years of my life into this project. Into you.
What does Cerberus want from me?
Maybe you should ask the elusive man when you meet him. He poured virtually unlimited resources into Lazarus. Obviously, he has some kind of plan for you.
Okay.
I've had enough of this station to last a lifetime.
Or 2, in your case. Come on.
Yo igual digo que hay pony encerrado. Igual hay algunas decisiones que no afectan en nada. Es que eso quiero ver, po. Si me convierto en mala persona, o sea, todo elijo la barra de abajo, viste que tendrías la barra de abajo, la media y la superior. Si elijo todo de la barra de abajo, voy a cambiar el final de la historia. Onda... Voy a destruir la humanidad. Es que no sé cuáles son los... El desencadenante, o sea, no el desencadenante, sino que los resultados finales y ni el tamaño de lo que puede hacer mis acciones. Por lo general creería que es mucho porque es el personaje principal de la historia. Entonces es complejo.
Did you say 2 years? I've been gone that long?
2 years and 12 days. And you were on an operating table for most of it.
The sooner we start, the sooner we can be done. Start with personal history.
Okay. Records show you grew up on Earth. Tough environment, no parents. You enlisted and you survived a Thresher Maw attack that wiped out the rest of your team. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember it. Everyone screaming, gunfire, blood everywhere. I was the only one who stayed focused on survival.
I read the report. 50 Marines died on a cruise. You were the only one who lived. Satisfied, Miranda?
Almost. Let's try something more recent. Vermeer, where you destroyed Saren's cloning facility. You had to leave one of your squad behind to die in the blast.
Lieutenant Caden Alenko was killed in action. It was your call. Why did you leave him behind?
I left a friend to die that day and I didn't do it casually. But I had to save as many people as I could. Caden gave his life for the rest of the team. Without him, I couldn't have stopped Saren. He died a hero.
I understand, Commander. And I wasn't judging your decision. Everybody at Cerberus knows that cloning facility had to be destroyed.
There are other tests we really should run.
Come on, Miranda. Enough with the quizzes. The memories are there, and I can vouch for Shepard's combat skills personally.
I suppose you're right. We'll have to hope the elusive man accepts our little field test as evidence enough. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
I wouldn't keep the elusive man waiting.
The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room. The elusive man is waiting for you in the other room.
Dale, vamos a elegir la línea rebelde en este juego. A ver qué tal. Todo decisiones de la línea de abajo, cabros.
Commander Shepard.
Elusive man. I thought we'd be meeting face to face.
A necessary precaution. Not unusual for people who know what you and I know.
From what I hear, I cost you a fortune. Why'd you do it?
For the defense and preservation of humanity. I didn't spend 2 years and billions of credits bringing you back to serve as a common soldier. But humanity is up against the greatest threat of our brief existence.
The Reapers.
Good to see your memory's still intact. How are you feeling?
I noticed a few upgrades. I hope you didn't replace anything really important.
We tried to keep you as intact as possible. We need Shepard, just as you were when you defeated Sovereign.
What are the Reapers doing that made you decide to bring me back?
We're at war. No one wants to admit it, but humanity is under attack. While you've been sleeping, entire colonies have been disappearing. Human colonies. We believe it's someone working for the Reapers, just as Saren and Negeth aided Sovereign. You've seen it yourself. You bested all of them. That's just one reason we chose you.
Fighting a war doesn't seem like Cerberus. Why are you involved?
We're committed to the advancement and preservation of humanity. If the Reapers are targeting us, trying to wipe us out, Cerberus will stop them. If we wait for politicians or the Alliance to act, no more human colonies will be left.
If you're after the Reapers, just point me in the right direction.
Miranda was worried you'd be resistant. She's not usually wrong. I have a shuttle ready to take you to Freedom's Progress, the latest colony to be abducted. Miranda and Jacob will brief you.
Miranda killed Wilson in cold blood. Jacob's just a gun for hire. You expect me to trust them?
Wilson was one of my best agents, but he was a traitor. Miranda did exactly what I expected of her, and she saved your life in more ways than one. Jacob's a soldier, One of the best. He's never fully trusted me, but he's always been honest about it. You'll be just fine with them. For now.
I'll get what you're looking for and be back before you know it.
Good to hear it. Find any clues you can. Who's abducting the colonies? Do they have any connection to the Reapers? I brought you back. It's up to you to do the rest.
Quiero charlarle más al tipo, weón, porque siento que me falta información. ¿Qué dice? ¿Pensaste que te aparecía en el 3? Ah, bien, pelotón. Somos. Granada cegadora. Te vuelve más duro, más fuerte y carismático. Esta me tinca. Munición incendiaria. ¡Oh! Oli. Incendio. Ah, le metí 2 puntos. No. Bueno, no importa. Ah, espérate. Puedo ver... ¿Rebeldía o virtud? Ok. Igual estoy nivel 2 recién, así que... piola. Bien.
The elusive man is very impressed with you. I'm eager to see if you can live up to his expectations on this mission.
I can't have anyone disobeying my commands when we get there.
I know who I report to. As long as you don't do anything to betray Cerberus, I'll follow your orders.
What's the matter, Lawson? Worried you're not his favorite anymore?
I've proven my value to the elusive man. Let's hope you're able to do the same.
Are you naturally this bitchy, or is it just me?
I have the utmost respect for your abilities, Shepard. It's your motivations that concern me. I believe in what Cerberus stands for. Only time will tell if you prove to be an asset or a liability to our cause.
What can you tell me about this colony we're going to?
Freedom's Progress? It's a typical human settlement in the Terminus systems. They had a small military force for protection supplemented by mechs and security drones. Average in almost every way, really. Completely unremarkable. Until the disappearance.
Any thoughts on what we might run into there?
A lot of empty buildings and
Disculpen que me muteé, pero viste que hay una sierra hacia todo lo que da.
I'd like to know more about the Lazarus Project from the person in charge.
I wasn't in charge. The elusive man was. If I was running the show, would have done a few things differently.
What would you have changed?
To start, I would have implanted you with some type of control chip. But the elusive man wouldn't allow it. He was afraid it might affect your personality, alter your character somehow. He wouldn't let us do anything that might limit your potential in any way.
Can't say I like the idea of being brought back to life with a control chip in my brain.
The elusive man is taking an incredible risk.
¡Ah, conchalo! ¡Ah, puta madre, weón! Me asustó. Buena, Jopo. Uy, dice el bot. Muchas gracias por esa resub. Muchísimas gracias.
Tell me a little about yourself.
Worried about my qualifications? I can crush a mech with my biotics or shoot its head off at 100 yards. Take your pick.
I was trying to get to know you as a human being.
I'm not looking for a friend, Shepard. Stay focused on the mission.
Did you and Jacob serve together in the Alliance?
No. The elusive man recognized my potential and recruited me at a young age.
How old were you?
Old enough to know this is what I wanted.
It's obvious you're not interested in talking.
We've got an assignment. We can talk about it or we can do it.
I'm glad the elusive man convinced you to join us, Commander.
Cerberus gave me my body back. That's worth giving them a chance. One chance.
But you're still not convinced. Do you trust me, Commander?
You're part of Cerberus. I'll be keeping an eye on you, too.
Fair enough. I can't expect you to trust me just because I ask you. I'll just have to earn that trust.
Do you know anything about this colony we're going to?
It's called Freedom's Progress. Don't know much else. I guess we'll find out when we get there.
You said you served in the Alliance.
5 years in total. Stationed all over the galaxy. Even spent a couple of years as a Corsair.
I've never heard of the Corsairs.
It was an Alliance initiative. They hired independent starship captains and used them for missions that fell outside official Alliance jurisdiction. Technically, we weren't part of the Alliance. If we ever got caught, they could disavow any knowledge of us. We were supposed to be free from restrictions and rules, but there was still enough red tape to sink a cruiser. I finally just gave up.
Why did you join Cerberus?
I guess I just got tired of never making a difference. So much of what we did in the Alliance seemed pointless. I thought things would change after the attack on the Citadel. Humanity was finally invited to join the Council, but nothing changed. Politics, bureaucracy, same bullshit, different leaders. Cerberus is different. When colonies go missing, we don't commission a team to write a report to figure out what the hell to do about it. We just go and find out.
That's all for now.
Yes, ma'am.
Matri. Si mi esposo le sacó fotos hasta con los gatos. Bueno, la inversión en su momento capaz valía la pena. Bueno chicos, hasta acá el video de hoy, espero que les haya gustado. Si es así, por favor, denle like, lo pueden compartir con sus amigos, suscribirse si no se han suscrito y como siempre les digo, nos estaremos leyendo en los comentarios. Que estén muy bien. Adiós.